This week on Dear Bros, husband's dirty talk is doing his wife dirty. Stay tuned.
What's a mouthful?
You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day. Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Bro Down Podcast. I'm Andy Smith.
I'm Tim Fulton.
And this is Dear Bros.
Dear Bro.
This is where we rip some advice columns from Dear Abby and just give our own little bro advice. Tim, what do you got?
Dirty talk, did or dirty.
Okay.
I like that little pun there.
Yeah.
So pay close attention to this one because it gets bad fast.
Okay, I'm going to listen.
Okay. So the actual title is called Wife Livid After Husband Shares Sex Life Details.
Understandable.
Dear Abby, don't look, just listen.
Yeah.
Dear Abby, I had several rough years in my marriage. We finally hit a good patch and had sex again. Good for you.
I like how she left the first part very, very vague and then was like super, like, this is what it was.
Yeah.
We had a rough patch and then we started having sex again.
I told my husband to keep our sex life between ourselves and not discuss it with his family.
Oh, she's doing some freaky shit.
Well, 3 days later, my daughter overheard him on the phone with a family member explicitly discussing the intimate details of our encounter.
I'm guessing a brother or a cousin.
I would hope so. Hey, Ma, guess what?
And yeah. Any dude that's going to be dumb enough is going to say something to one of those two people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cousin, uncle, me.
Uncle?
Maybe.
Better be a pretty young uncle.
Unfortunately, and you heard who heard it, right?
The daughter.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she was unable to get to the door to close it and heard things that shocked her. Although she's in her 20s, what he was saying about our relationship should not have been heard. She told me what was said, but not all the details, thank goodness. When I confronted my husband, he denied it. I approached him twice more, and he pretended he didn't know what I was talking about. Then he mumbled, "Don't worry about it." He never admits he is wrong and thinks he should be able to discuss our sex life openly, despite my strong disapproval. Our kids still live at home at 24 and 26. I am disgusted, hurt beyond forgiveness, and strongly contemplating leaving him. Should I?
Wow. That escalated quickly at the end.
It's so
That
fast.
went like really far at the end. So,
Dear Abby, my husband and I are having sex again. It ruined everything.
okay, so here's the thing. It can't just be like, they got to be doing some weird shit. Or some shit where it's like, she's like the person that brings like, you know, the apple pie to the
Yeah.
whatever. And everyone's like, oh, you know, so-and-so's just so nice. And then all of a sudden she's like, got like a whole chamber of just debauchery in her bedroom. Number one, the husband should not be telling his friends,
No.
right?
No.
Like, there's one of those things where like, there's like degrees of, I guess maybe acceptableness, but it's like if you're gonna, it's almost like you have to tell it like you're telling the previews of a show that no one's seen yet, and you're not allowed to give any spoilers.
Yeah, that's exactly how it's supposed to go.
You're just like, dude, I'm telling you, just gotta watch it.
This season's the best season I've ever seen.
And you're like, haha, what happens?
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't saying nothing else. Like, that's how it's got to be.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
That's about the extent.
Yeah, that's my mentality with it. I've
Yeah.
had people talk about sex. I don't like talking about like my own sex with even like friends. Beyond like I had sex last night. Like but like I'm not going into any sort of.
But here's the thing, like, it's not like an old sex story about somebody you're not with anymore, that's not in the picture, that has no consequence or whatever. It's like the guy's wife.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because like I've met guys that are like, oh, like, you know, just like they say those things, and you're like, dude, I know her, I've met her. Like, I'm friends with you, but I've met her. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to hear about it really. But they're like super jazzed up to tell you, and you're like, come on, man, no.
Now this is just awkward for me. I don't want this.
It's like, cool, bro, cool. You're just trying everything you can to just like deflate the situation.
How about that NFL where they throw the ball?
Yeah,
Let's talk
throw the
about
balls
that
into the
one.
mouth.
And she only had one request. Don't do it.
Yeah, the fact that the guy didn't admit to it, which means he probably knows he's not supposed to, or his wife doesn't like it, and he's either super stubborn or just.
Well, she explicitly said in the beginning, I asked him, keep this between ourselves and do not discuss it with family.
Okay, so you know that some crimes were committed during that.
I'm wondering if it's happened before.
No, this is.
How often? I just almost choked on my own spit.
Yeah.
How often do you have to explicitly tell a significant other? All right.
That's what I mean.
Don't tell your family that we had sex like that.
No, that's what I
again.
mean. Like every time that you have sex or whatever, it's not like now. That was like some shit where like both of them sat up and were like, whew. So.
I can't look at you in the face.
And she's like, this is fine, but don't tell anyone. And he's like, no problem. Like, okay, all right. But yeah, I'm assuming it's something pretty raunchy or some, at least in her eyes or their eyes, because she's explicitly told. Like, I'm just thinking of how taboo would something have to be that you did with your spouse to be to the point where you looked at them afterwards and were like, don't tell your family ever. Like, what would you have to do?
I don't know. Yo, this one time, we're going on a quick tangent, and then we're gonna give our actual advice.
Okay.
This one time, I was watching one of these YouTube videos. It was like the married couple show, but like they were just grabbing people off the street.
Okay.
So they separated the husband and wife, and they were asking them a bunch of questions. And one of them was, where was the craziest place you had sex? And the husband goes, in the kitchen. So they get to the wife.
Oh, no. I feel like I've heard this, but go ahead.
They get to the wife, and like she has the match of the answers. And they go, where's the craziest place you had sex? And you can see her get red, and she looks around. She's like, in the ass. And then the husband holds up in the kitchen sign, and you can just see her die on the inside.
Didn't think that one through. That's like that movie when they asked the Miss America or whatever. They're like, describe your perfect date. And she's like, June 15th. Not what we were going for. But real quick at the end here, she goes to, I'm disgusted and beyond and hurt beyond forgiveness. If you're hurt beyond forgiveness, then it's over.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
If that's what it is, then it's over. But I'm going to tell you that if you think he was telling people before you leave him, he going to tell everybody after you leave him.
That's true, but you can't let that.
You can't, but it seems like Little Miss Perfect over here, who doesn't want anyone to know that she's into monkey feet or something, he gonna go both barrels if you decide to leave him for something like this. What it sounds like is that this lady has some kind of fetish, and
Here,
she's
Hubby, put on this Captain Jack Sparrow hat, and we're gonna plunder.
yeah. I would like to say that like it would be something like that, but I'm fearful that it's more like not horrific.
See, we don't even want to talk about it on the show.
No, I'm trying to think of what would be so bad that you would like get this mad about. But like people have different mindsets, so it could be something simple, but I'm guessing it's like cuz the daughter was like, "I can't even tell you." The daughter's 24.
Yeah.
Today she's 24. She had an entire life of the internet and she was shocked.
Well, you're always shocked when you hear about your parents. It's different.
I understand.
It's different.
I understand that, but to the point where you're like, I can't even say the other things. I can't even say them. You're just like, and you've had the internets forever. And they're like, yeah.
That's the other thing. What is it with girls? Mom, I overheard Dad.
Yeah,
talking.
little fucking snitch.
Like, I would be like, well, I have to move, and I have to burn out my eardrums and possibly kill myself.
No, you
But I'm
either-
not talking with this to anybody.
There's like two things there. You either wait 5 or 10 years and tell your sibling,
Yeah.
or you like walk up to your dad and you're like, close the fucking door next time. And he's like, what are you talking about? And you just like, you're just like, Alhead. Like something from the conversation where he gets it, and then he's just like, oh. You're like, yeah, I know. I want a Mercedes in the driveway next week. Like, whew. A little rat.
Little rap. I agree.
Little rat. What's your advice?
It's over. Done. Lawyer up. Hit the gym. Get off Facebook.
I have a different advice. My advice would be you need to fucking take a step back, calm down for like 2 weeks. Yeah, I said it. Calm down. And just really think about why you're mad.
People have told you that enough that it's finally sinking in.
Yeah. No, but really think
No,
about
that's
like
true.
why you are mad.
That's true. That's true.
Are you really mad because he said something to someone or because you're embarrassed or whatever the fuck it is? But I would say wait a little bit, see if you calm down. If you still feel the same, then that's it. But just know that that story is going to be plastered all over Facebook
That's fair.
and what MySpace, whatever gents his age use.
It's going to
All
have
right.
its own page. All right, this is what Abby says.
Okay.
Dear wife, your husband had no right to invite his family into your marriage bed. Talking about your sex lives with the children, adult or not, is inappropriate unless they are as liberated as he is. He seems not only to lack boundaries, but also have the problem telling the truth. Because you are rightly embarrassed, draw the line. Tell him that unless he consents to accompanying you to couples counseling, you are packing your bags. Do not say this, however, unless you mean it.
There's a lot of confusion in there.
What confuses you?
He wasn't talking about it with the kid. The kid
Yeah,
overheard it.
Yeah, that was weird.
He wasn't like, listen to what I did to your mom last night. Are you ready?
Oh my God, can you imagine if that was the family member?
Yeah. Oh God.
Hi, honey, how's school? Guess what Mom and I did? It involves chocolate.
The other thing was couples counseling. I mean, I guess, yeah, but
She throws that out a lot. Whenever there's like a couple thing, she always goes.
which is a
"Yeah,
fair,
she wants to
I guess, a fair
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
But then it's like, pack your bags, but don't do it unless you're serious.
Well, she doesn't want to give him an ultimatum and then turn back on it.
Yeah, and that is to be emphasized. Do not say that unless you're serious, because that will end the relationship, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah.
He's going to be writing some Red Shoe Diaries about this.
All right. Any last thoughts before we head out this bitch?
I want to know what it was.
I know.
Was it like one father, two daughters? 2 girls, 1 cup? Mm.
Hey, I saw this funny internet video. Let's try it.
Why is all the toilet paper missing?
Don't use that towel. Don't use that towel. All right, guys. Let us know what you think could possibly. Do we want that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Let us know what you possibly think that was about in the comment section down below. Get dirty with it. Or
No,
don't.
no, no,
I already
no,
regret it. Don't forget to look up Dear Abby for yourself online. We rip her advice column questions all the time, but you can look them up for yourself. You can do so by Googling Dear Abby. I think she answers like 2 to 3 questions a day. It's usually dope. Don't forget to go to brodownpro.com for cool ass Brodown gear. Also, there is a portal there where you can ask us questions directly, so we don't have to steal for the rest of our lives.
But
That's
we're
the goal.
totally cool with that too.
Here we are. It's kind of fun. We'll catch you guys next time.
Later.
You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day.